Okay, Kuuimpact's going insane with all the little tick 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 noises from something on this screen. So we need to get going, even though I was about to eat a nice hearty bowl of steak chili. So, hello everyone, this is Kuuimpact with Let's Play Black Mirror 2. So check out that knitting basket a second time. Mind if I get more thread?
I don't see what old ladies get out of knitting. Perhaps it just helps them kill time.
I mean, when you're that old, all you have is time to kill.
No, not now.
No, that would be inappropriate. He's like, I gotta go find Angela's killer. Look, I can look at the fireplace over here, though.
A small fire for such an impressive fireplace.
They never kept the fire very bright here.
Be a lot tougher than back in the States. Over there, it'd be at least 82 degrees in every room.
True. But I'm like that. I get cold easily. Kuuimpact will, like, admit that. Oh god, the painting.
Jeez.
Vigo, Vince Quarto.
Looking face.
Oh my god, actually it is neither of those. It's,
wild eyes, evil glare, and expensive
well, that's Zool
clothes.
and Vince Quarto, the
Sure
dogs,
that
but I
didn't
can't
earn the bling on
remember
his
the
fingers
Gozer.
around
It's
his neck
Gozer!
through hard work.
Yeah, it seemed great. Look, a chair. I like how you look at the chair.
Looks inviting, but it's too early to have a rest.
Gotta look at everything.
A huge metal globe. A monstrous thing.
Ooh, we can go to the globe. I can't take a picture of it. Let's look at the other painting, because otherwise we don't have the context.
I'd say something like a knight or a nobleman. And judging
These
by
are
his
good
clothing,
guesses.
he must have been around 100 years ago. He seems somehow familiar. Probably an ancestor of the Gordons.
He does have the Samuel hair. Alright, time to touch the Black Mirror.
I don't want to look in there again. Really not.
He's like, no, and then he's like, no twice. No, no, not again.
Why are the only candles burning here?
True. Oil painting, no upstairs. Oil painting, no upstairs. Ba-doo, ba-doo. There's a barrier.
There's an ornate fence or some kind of barrier around the globe. No idea what that's for.
Oh, it's got spikes.
There's an ornate fence or...
Alright, let's look at the stone slab.
There's some letters engraved in the stone plate on the globe's pedestal. There are... names. A whole series of them. Wait a minute. The first name is Maximilian Mortimer Gordon. That's the name from Angelina's notes. Does that mean...
The gasp. That would be the other guy in the picture. What are you doing, you fucking goober?
I can't hear anything. But the stone slab could be the lid of a secret compartment in the globe's pedestal. And it would be an ideal hiding place for a piece of
it does
mosaic.
have the latch to open, you dickhead, over here. You could tell.
I'm almost certain there's a secret compartment hidden behind the stone slab. But how can I get to it?
Maybe if I use my knife.
Would bend before moving the slab an inch.
Maybe if I use my thread. Maybe if I use my knife on the barrier. Anything else? Alright, we gotta come back to this. We don't have the item for it. Alright, let's go to... Wait. Plants. Obviously.
Huh. The plant hasn't been here long. Considering the amount of light it gets, it's not gonna last long either.
There's outside. There's the stairs. Door over here. Private area.
A large double-winged door. It's no different from the others.
We get thrown out the house by going over here.
It's locked.
Inspector, you have no reason to be here. This door is to remain closed.
Certainly, madam. Please forgive me. Why is she making such a big deal about this door?
Well, that's something you can investigate on her. But we'll do it later. We need to go get items. So my very special friends, Darren is going to go to the library now. Hey, yep, this is the same old library as before, actually. This didn't change much. Just not like a dead guy in here.
Old-fashioned telephone. But who should I call?
The
An
Ghostbusters.
old-fashioned telephone.
Gordon family tree again.
At its peak, the British Empire encompassed around a quarter of the entire landmass of the planet, and around a third of its population. The globe is from this period. The ladies probably approve more of this division of the world than the real one.
Maybe a bookshelf. Oh boy. Those are 3 separate bookshelves. Wonder why.
Stories, adventures, and fairy tales. Dickens, Defoe, Anderson, Jules Verne. These are probably the most modern books in this library.
Probably, but hey, some good writing. Again, read a fucking book.
Bibles and religious texts. Some of them look damn valuable. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a handwritten version hidden somewhere here. The Encyclopedia Britannica in at least 3 editions. Will there ever be a bigger reference?
I don't know. They're still, like, doing the Encyclopedia
Shakespeare
Britannica,
dramas,
man.
Shakespeare tragedies, Shakespeare comedies. Poetry by Shakespeare.
Poetry by Shakespeare. I cannot go any deeper, and, oh, the family tree. I was like, can I look at that? I wanted to look at that. But it didn't seem like I could look at it. Now I can look at it. Hell yeah.
That's the Gordon's family tree. Almost the same as the one in Wales.
Well, there's, Samuel.
That's the Gordon's family tree. It looks as though something's been painted over here at the top. Directly above Samuel and Catherine's generation.
Well, I would need turpentine to get that off.
Fortunately, it's been painted over. No way you can work out what was written there before. There's a missing Gordon. I wonder. And it's Samuel and Catherine that it goes off from. Samuel was my father? Oh no. He was a loser. Well. Isn't that suspicious? I could make notes of that and then talk to the lady about it. Why you look at it, by the way, so you can get notes to talk to the lady about it. Gotta go talk to the gardener, too. He's probably got more information than I could ever let up on. Oh, this is new. Coffee grinder. Favorite. Mind if I take it? A coffee grinder is the last thing I'd have expected in an English castle. But it looks really new and unused.
Well, they drank coffee. It wasn't like they drank it very often.
Oh, excellent. Transylvania may be somewhere in Romania. But don't worry, we're ready for undead in this castle, too.
Oh, man, making fun. Man, he's being snarky about this. Give me that sausage. Hooks. Get hung on the meat hook, buddy.
What's for hanging on meat?
Yeah, any kind of meat.
Pirates.
Door. The door's locked.
The door is bolted. Might lead to a storeroom or a cellar.
That's to the stable. Not the gardens? Wait, what the fuck? They moved the stables?
Empty vase. It looks old. Like everything here.
There's Sally. That's new.
A pair of old rubber boots. They're as clean as when they were made, though. Perhaps they belong to Lewis.
I will be taking those rubber boots. Sorry, Sally. I'm taking those. Those are mine. They're mine. Oh, look, this is all new. The kitchen range over here is new. The hell? That's the old one.
Kitchen range that could really only be found in furniture catalogs of the last century.
Well, the cupboard did used to have something important in it, but not anymore, I guess. Guess we can't get our cup.
The dishes are well looked after, but you can't hide their age. They're becoming faded. There ain't many dishes for such a big household, but they're probably only used by the ladies. Much too good for the servants.
That's the point. That's the point, dude. That's the point. Oh, I am gonna look down there. I'm glad I'm using the hotspot thing, because I'm never gonna find all these hotspots otherwise.
Doubt anymore what this picture's supposed to be. Perhaps it's not such a good idea to hang pictures directly above the stove.
Oh my god, a teaspoon.
Teaspoons. They're all well polished and lined up in a neat row.
Oh man, we need that. Come on, that's like solving puzzles 101. Gotta grab one of those.
I'm just gonna take a spoon.
I'm gonna just dig up a grave with an entire spoon. Hands. Don't worry, we'll be talking to Sally in a moment.
2 little metal pots. Judging by the layer of dust, they're no longer used.
Huh. Bates used to do the cooking too.
No.
It gave me a pick 'em up symbol, and then it was like, no. No, I don't need them.
That's the way outside.
Oh, it's because Gordon needed them in the first game, so. Alright, let's talk. Wait, look at her first.
Sally doesn't really seem to put her all into her job.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh god.
Hello. A living soul. Here.
My name is Folk.
Oh, she's got one of them
Inspector
accents.
Folk. I'm a
Here we
policeman.
go.
A copper. How exciting. I'm Sally.
I'm Sally. I'm looking for
Do
Angelina.
you know this woman?
Looks like a
Never
bit of a
seen her
slut. Oh, like a snob. I was so close.
I don't suppose there are pictures of all the cooks who have worked here by any chance.
No idea. Must be ages ago, though, since there was an actual cook here. Ask Bates, he knows everything.
I'd prefer not to ask either him or Lady Victoria.
Then I don't know either.
I see.
You and Bates, look after everything here?
For the most part.
Well, looking after. Bates does most of that. He lets me do all the dirty work. Cleaning, cooking,
Getting
and all
spanked.
that sort of thing.
Isn't that your job?
That's what he says all the time. But being honest, I'd expected something quite different, you know? I mean, a castle with such knobs living in it. You'd expect the odd soiree every now and again.
Or, cute prince?
Well, Charles is off the market now. But anyone
True,
under
at the
80
time.
would give
It was
this
the
place
90s.
A world of good. Sometimes it really does seem like a grave here.
Everyone here is over 90 and they're dead.
What can you tell me about Louis?
That's more
A
Aussie, but
disgusting
I
man.
can't do the accents. You know I can't.
I was hoping when I started he wouldn't be a snob like all the others are here. But he's just as boring and in a permanent bad mood. I never get more than 3 words out of it.
Oh, he's always pissed. What's
Do
that
you
locked
know
door?
what's behind the locked door in the hall?
The burnt
I've asked
wing, isn't it?
myself that question too, but you can't get a thing out of Bates about it. Once, he got me listening at the door. He gave me such a telling off, like nothing I'd ever known
Like
before.
that's the flame wing,
He
right?
was so mad, he nearly collapsed. He was coughing blood, and I had to hold him up.
Damn.
I've been giving the door a wide berth since then.
That sounds weird.
Gotta find out what's behind that door. The rooms there would be an ideal hiding place for one of the mosaic tiles.
Okay, let's talk about the ghost.
Can you tell me anything about Samuel's ghost? Apparently it's been seen by a few tourists.
Yeah, what's
Oh
that
yeah,
about?
I've seen it too.
What the
Up
fuck?
one of the windows. It scared the living daylights out of me. A gruesome face. I
So
hope
it's
I'll
real?
never see it again.
Huh. That's true.
Which window?
At which window?
I don't remember exactly. I think it was in the Forbidden Wing.
Oh, so you know about the
Forbidden
Forbidden
Wing.
Wing.
Yeah, you know, what's behind the locked door in the orb.
Alright, tell me about Lady
What's wrong
Eleanor.
with Lady Eleanor?
What could be wrong with her? Snore. Sits around all day, either knitting or reading.
She's like 90,
Anything
man. Leave her
else?
alone.
She plays piano for Lady Victoria every now and again. In this house, that counts as having a wild party.
Oh, this
You know,
lady is a sloop.
It's about time I
She's
got
the sloop.
myself another position.
You want to leave?
Yeah, sooner rather than later. Maybe to a movie or a pop star's house. Somewhere where things are a bit lively at least.
Still is a servant, though.
Is Lady Victoria a good boss?
I don't know. Bates hardly lets me talk to her. When I first came here, I made her ladyship a few suggestions on how she might want to redecorate the castle a bit. Just get rid of a bit of the mustiness, you know?
True.
Since then, I always have to ask Bates if I want something from a ladyship.
Okay. I won't keep you from your work any longer.
Ah, don't worry about it.
Jesus. I do like the textures on the wall, though. I will admit I like the textures. I'm a huge fan of the textures of this room. Go to the stables. Let's get out of here. Sucks that it's not raining in game. That would just be a baller. Well, it's foggy, though. Permanent fog. That's to the main entrance. That's to the door. Here's a cart.
Apparently, these things are to blame for the English still driving on the left. If you were to guide your horse with your right hand, you'd run the risk of being squashed between the wagons.
Really?
Judging
I didn't
by
know
its
that. Cool fun
condition,
fact.
The car was probably in use up until a few years ago, but it's been standing there for some time now.
Excellent. Oh, shit. The magpie. It's our crow buddy, the raven. These are all different birds.
An ancient well. I can't imagine that it's still in use. Even this place must have a normal water supply by now. There used to be some sort of device hanging on this frame, which brought the water to the surface. There's nothing about the well that interests me. And hopefully nothing in the well either. There's nothing about the
Then
well.
why are you letting me, like, look at it? Oh, shit, the mud.
The floor here is rain-sodden and very muddy. The floor here is...
Alright, can I just look at it? Now, I'm gonna get these clean boots dirty. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'll be real, I don't know why I'm doing it, but he won't, like, context point won't leave until I do it, so...
And now the boots look like boots should. Dirty. The rubber boots have got mud and earth from the puddles in the stables stuck to them. The floor here is rain.
Why'd you turn to me and say that? Oh. Oh, it's Lewis's feet. I could barely see him. Gosh, there's a lot to look at.
The gate must have been replaced a short time ago. The wood still looks new. But I don't think there's anything suspicious about that.
Sure. You know what, Darren? I don't think you're a great investigator. Last time, lots of suspicious stuff happened in this building. Oh god, there's like the
Seems
roof
to have
tiles are
used
falling
a lot.
apart.
The rungs are really worn and smooth.
I'm going to take the ladder. It's heavy as fuck, but I'm taking it.
The best of British technology. At least it used to be. Lewis toolbox.
Oh,
Various wrenches, cloth, hammer.
maybe you should take that hammer and pliers because they look like they'd be really useful.
Huh. I think I'll take the big hammer. I could also use it as a weapon if I need to.
And now I'll kill Lady Victoria with my hammer. Wow. Hey, it's the hammer from the first game. What the fuck? Ah, he's tuning up the car.
Huh. Ralph was talking about a shiny black car. Is this the one he saw? But who drove from the castle to the crime scene this morning? What were they doing there?
They were looking at you. Well, there's still a lot
I
of
don't
stuff to
need
look
any
at.
more. If I do, then I know where I can find it.
Let's go look at this.
That's probably the Gordon's family coat of arms. I don't know anything about heraldry. There are complicated rules about creating and reading coats of arms. It probably means something like, "We are a very old family, but unfortunately also quite insane. Please keep your distance."
It's really funny, man. He's being cynical, but I like it. True about the Gordon.
Old wooden staircase. Probably leads to the stableman's room. I don't want to go up there. Doesn't look very sturdy.
I mean, come on, don't you want to die? Well, mud. Alright, wait. We can look at the car more. Apparently we can look at the car more.
I don't even know about American cars of the last 10 years. My knowledge of English cars from the first half of the century is absolutely zilch.
True, it's from the 30s. I cannot take a picture of Lewis. Let's look at him first.
He's devotedly working on his car. It seems to mean more to him than the garden.
Makes sense. Hey, buddy, bang your head.
Hey, Lewis.
The lady has given me inspection rights. It's time for you to start talking.
You again? I thought you'd been thrown out.
Lady Victoria gave me permission to have a look around the castle and the gardens.
How nice of her. What do you want?
Tell me about the castle.
What can you tell
This
me
is
about
not your
the
castle, I've heard.
Nothing. A big, ugly building.
With an overgrown garden.
What have I got to do with that?
Aren't you the gardener?
My garden's a few 100 miles west of here.
Oh,
Wales.
west. Why did I say north
That's
of this castle?
So you just do the bare minimum here.
Wales is in north.
If at all.
The garden's too big for one man alone, and what's the point in looking after it?
That's what the last gardener
This
said
whole
before he got
place
pulled
is
too.
doomed. The house is falling apart. The lady won't live for much longer, and Bates is as good as dead.
True
You're
on that
hoping
last
that
statement.
Lady Eleanor will return to Wales when Lady Victoria dies.
Perhaps.
True. Tell me about the
Lewis,
ghost.
Do you believe in ghosts? Some tourists claim they've seen some here.
Oh, yeah, the reputed ghost. They besieged us for weeks on end after Murray planted that rumor. A whole pack of them completely trashed the garden.
Oh god, I haven't been to the garden to actually look how bad it is. Hey,
I
Sally
met
is like
Sally.
losing her mind.
The only one in the castle who's not at least 100 and starting to decay.
Is
That's what
she
she
a
said.
Good housekeeper?
She's lousy.
She often seems to be in trouble with Bates because of that.
He's the one that chose her, and turned away much better candidates.
Why did he do that?
Yeah, if you're worried about being replaced.
Then you chose the worst possible replacement to stay indispensable yourself.
That's how it is.
Wow, that's fucking petty, but also genius.
Bates seems to be very tired.
He's terminally ill. The doctors say it's a miracle.
Oh,
he's
what?
still
He has
alive.
terminal illness now?
Let me
That's
tell you.
terrible.
Bates will kick the bucket on the very same day that Lady Victoria dies. Like
Oh, he's like an
dog
invincible
that
Hulk
follows
Crux
its
guy.
master.
I gotcha.
I think
He's
he
like
just
bound to her because
finds
he's like,
it
he's got a
unfitting
golem.
to die
in him.
before his mistress.
He says he's worked for the Gordons for more than 70 years and that he knows all this.
I mean, yeah, he did work along
I
Samuel
believe
and do a
that
lot of
at the
fucked up
drop of a
shit.
hat. No one knows the castle and garden better than him. But when it gets to his own bonds, he's getting forgetful. The loyal soul. That's why they've given him Sally, I think.
True. What about Lady
What can
Eleanor?
you tell me about Lady
I
Eleanor?
mean, that's your lady.
If you want to know something about Lady Eleanor, then you better ask Lady Eleanor. She's her own.
Well, I intend to do a more thorough investigation later, but I'm not trying to get too handsy right now.
She threw everything away and fled here in a mad rush after Sir Richard died. Who does such a thing?
The castle and the garden in Wales reminded her of her dead husband.
And she should have thought of the family history. You don't just give up an house where generations have lived and worked.
True,
How did your
though.
husband
Servants
die?
usually have their kids
Blew
who work
himself
into the
up.
servitude,
Did all
so...
kinds of strange experiments.
Dude,
In the
messing
last
with
years,
blood?
he became
How did he
obsessed
blow himself up if he was
uncovering the
experimenting with
secret
blood,
of
Mr.
what
Gardner?
drove
That's
Sir
what he
William
says.
and his sons insane.
My Boston
He
instincts
hardly
tell me you're
left
full of
his
shit.
lab anymore, and collapsed in exhaustion more than once.
No, he was just
Lady
working himself to
was
death with his
very
blood work.
worried.
What's the
Lady
offer?
Eleanor said she gave you the option of going back home to Wales, and even offered some money to get you set up.
I don't know what that's got to do with you.
I just find it strange. You desperately want to go back, and are even offered some money, too.
And then? Work as a caretaker in a new bloody housing estate? I've offered more than once to look after the castle in Wales, and keep it in working order.
True.
Apparently there's not enough money for that.
So, it's not so much about going back to Wales. It's more about going back to your castle and your garden.
Yep.
That's right.
What
principle
you
of
really
the matter.
want is to turn back time. Unfortunately, that's never been possible.
Alright, let's talk about the car.
That's a nice car.
Certainly is. The only decent surprise here. I discovered it behind the stables, built it back up from scratch. My father used to work on a car like this, and he taught me quite a bit.
Do you sometimes take it out for a spin? To the coast, for example?
I drive the ladies. They used to still have bloody horses in the stable,
True.
but looking after them was too much effort for the old folks. Now, this is the only pair of wheels. But the ladies don't leave the house much at all. Bates usually walks to the village. He says it's good for his health. But every time it takes a bit longer.
He gets less
You
and
work
less
at the
likely to
coast
come
of
home the
Bucks.
next night.
Well, see you later.
Alright.
Not if I see you first.
Was that supposed to mean cultist? Don't tell me what to do. I'm going to the main gardens. I'm leaving this man behind. I can dance if I want to. Oh yeah, this looks great. There's the tower. He's got to walk all the way over here to see the tower. I literally clicked the tower and now he's walking on his own.
The view would be great from up there. The tower seems to have windows on every side.
Yeah, that's
Perhaps
what
it
got
used to
that
be
guy
a
killed.
defense tower and was later converted. Maybe it just looked like that from the beginning.
Maybe it was an especially cursed thing. Hey, look, skull. Hey, look, a gray skull.
The guy who built this castle had weird taste.
No, he didn't. He was like a demon man. Demon man, demon man. What can you do?
The castle's entrance portal. I can't see anything here that might help me.
Ah, yes. Plant cover.
Looks as if the ivy has killed the tree and is now attacking the house. Quite convenient for a burglar. But as long as I'm allowed to roam freely, I'm not gonna start climbing around on the facade.
Through. Fables. Castle gate. Entrance. Window. This is the window that you see Gordon in. Garden. Go look at the garden. What the hell's that bird? I hear lots of birds, but where's the bird we're looking for?
That way leads deeper into the garden. It's all overgrown and fallen apart. I'd be better off staying away. I don't think I'm gonna find anything in this wilderness. I'd be better off concentrating on the
Oh,
castle.
they didn't bring back the garden maps. I wanted to see the dead gardener fountain.
The
Why you
castle
do
was
this?
really lived in from here. There's light coming from many of the windows.
Gate. Wait a minute, if I go back to the gates, will there be something in the mailbox? Like now? Operating the mailbox.
Empty.
Nope. The answer is no. Alright, let's go to the main entrance. Beat it up, buddy. Take me on. Take on me. Up the... Wait a minute. Where's Lady Victoria? What happened? Tell me about
What's
the
behind
locker.
the closed door over there?
There was a terrible fire here 24 years ago. Samuel's wife, Catherine, lost her
By
life.
a long time, ma'am.
That wing has been closed off since then. Too many memories, I think.
Did the fire start on the ground floor?
No, on the first floor. The ground floor was mostly spared, as far as I know. But even the rooms below those destroyed in the fire remain closed. Bates and Victoria make sure that no one goes into them.
I see. Was anyone else injured or killed?
Good question.
Hmm. One of the cooks was injured. As far as I know,
That sounds like my mom.
she wanted to help.
That's what he says.
Badly burned.
I'm going to have another look around. Goodbye, Lady Eleanor.
It's nice to see another face in this house.
Why do you have like your face is like your face is a face?
Lady Eleanor is a few years younger than Lady Victoria, but she must still be around 80. Her husband...
Oh,
Lady Eleanor, her husband and Lady Victoria's husband were brothers, if I'm not mistaken. So the ladies aren't blood relatives.
no. They married the same, like, in the Gordon family. They married into the Gordon family. We're gonna go up the stairs now. And that's where we're gonna end our video, up the stairs, so I won't be on annoying sound bites, I think. Oh, look at this place. So, this has been Kuuimpact with Let's Play Black Mirror 2. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and comment below. How do you feel about the game, especially that we're at this point? Well, what? It's like the Greco-Roman times. You just didn't need clothing. But yeah, how you feeling about the game so far? What do you think? People, I've never seen this before. I want to know your opinions. I just want to know. And I will see you all next time